Welcome to Touch Technology Review. Today we're going to take a look at what was announced during the September the 10th by Innovation Only event held at the Steve Jobs Theater on the Apple Park campus in Cupertino, California. Despite the title, there wasn't much innovation to be had. The brand new iPhone was announced, the iPhone 11 for 2019 with 3 different variations. We didn't really see a lot of innovation in the phone itself. Cosmetically, it looks a lot like last year's model, with some slight changes to the appearance on the rear and some changes in color and material finish. But other than that, only some speed boosts and feature improvements, which we'll go through shortly. Before the iPhone was announced, they confirmed the pricing of Apple Arcade, which is Apple's online streaming service for games. That's going to be available on the 23rd of September, and that will cost $4.99 US per month. And it will be launched with around 100 game titles to commence with. Apple TV Plus was also confirmed to be that same price point of $4.99 per month. That will feature a new show called The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston and a new series called C with Jason Momoa. When you buy an Apple TV, MacBook Pro or iPhone, you'll get 1 year of the Apple TV subscription for free. And then once that expires, you can take out a new plan. The iPad was also updated with a new A10 processor, which is 2 times faster. It incorporates a 10.2-inch display with more pixels. It's a brighter screen and a wider viewing angle. Next up was the Apple Watch Series 5, which has a new display with greater resolution and it's brighter. It also has a new always on feature, which means the watch face can always be on and you don't have to flick your wrist to activate it. It has a low temperature polysilicon display. It has 18 hours battery life, built-in compass now, which has latitude, longitude, elevation, and incline information on the watch face. It also has improved safety fall detection, and emergency SOS is extended and will even work on the cellular model without being paired to an iPhone. The Series 5 watch now has the widest assortment of finishes that are 100% recyclable aluminium. There's even going to be a new version made of natural brush titanium. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk about what we're here for, and that is the brand new iPhone 11. It's made of a new aluminium and glass design, which they say is sculpted with 3D geometry. It has a new range of colors, including purple, white, yellow, green, black, and product red. The iPhone 11 will have a 6.1-inch liquid retina display with haptic touch. It has special audio theater-like experience, including Dolby Atmos, so a much better sound. The new iPhone 11 features a dual camera lineup with a 12-megapixel wide angle and a new ultra-wide 120-degree field of view for wide-angle shots. It incorporates new generation smart HDR settings, portrait mode for pets and object included in this model. For those of you that purchased an iPhone XR last year, you would have realized that portrait mode, where you can control the background depth of field, was omitted from that release. So on this entry-level iPhone, we're now getting portrait mode across all types of images. We now get a brand new night mode, which literally allows your phone to see in the dark. In terms of video, we get 4K 60 frames per second. We get image cinematic stabilization. You can even switch to the wide mode using one of the new lenses whilst you're in video mode. And there's a new feature called Quick Take, which allows you to record video whilst you're in photo mode. The front camera has been upgraded to 4K video, and there's now a new slow-mo feature on that front camera for selfie mode, and Apple are encouraging their users to take what they have now coined Slofies, which stands for slow motion selfies. In terms of the processor, we get the A13 Bionic, which is the next generation up from the A12, and this is an industry-leading chip with the highest CPU performance and GPU performance of any smartphone currently in 2019. They demonstrated a 3D game by Tipworks called Pascal's Wager, and that includes some very sophisticated atmospherics and water, etc., and some pretty sophisticated audio using iPhone's spatial audio, and it looked and sounds pretty amazing. In terms of battery life, it's going to deliver one more than the iPhone XR, which was anywhere from 12 to 18 hours, depending on how you used it. And it also will have some improvements in the area of water and dust resistance, up to 2 meters for 30 minutes. It should also incorporate faster Face ID. In terms of price point, it'll be starting at $699 US. Next up was the iPhone 11 Pro, which incorporates a 3-camera array, and we'll talk about that shortly. It's going to be available in 2 options, a 5.8 display or 6.5-inch display. It will have new colors, including midnight green, space gray, lavender, and gold. The iPhone 11 Pro has a Super Retina XDR display, OLED screen with 1200 nits of brightness. It also incorporates the spatial audio sound and HDR10 Dolby Vision. In terms of processing, that A13 processor is designed for machine learning, and it incorporates some supplemental processing which allows it to operate up to 6 times faster. It can perform 1 trillion operations per second, which is the best machine learning platform in any smartphone. The A13 delivers higher performance with lower power usage and has 8.5 billion transistors, which makes it really well suited to machine learning. The iPhone 11 Pro has a battery life that can last up to 4 hours longer than the iPhone XS, and the Pro Max up to 5 hours longer. The 3-camera array includes a wide-angle camera at 1.8 aperture, a new telephoto f2.0 lens, which is 40% brighter, and a super wide 12 megapixel camera with 4 times optical zoom range. There's a new neural engine called Deep Fusion, which shoots 9 images. It incorporates long and short shots and analyzes them all, then optimizes the single image to produce the highest quality with the lowest amount of noise. All 3 cameras shoot 4K 60 frames per second with extended dynamic range. iOS 13 has advanced video editing built into the Photos app, which now allows you to crop and scale your image and also adjust the color temperature without having to place the video in a video editor. They also brought out on stage the developer of an app called Filmic, who have announced a pro version that will come out later in the year. And that's going to take advantage of the multiple cameras on the iPhone and allow you to shoot multiple camera scenes in one go. So for example, you could be shooting with the wide angle lens on the front and the telephoto, record them simultaneously and get both a wide and long shot in the one go. You can also use the front facing camera and rear camera together to do the same thing. So you could have an interviewer and an interviewee all being shot with the one phone in the one take. So that's a pretty interesting application of the multiple lens array available on the brand new iPhone. As I had predicted in an earlier video, Face ID has been improved to be faster and also work at greater angles. But unfortunately, there was no mention of a reverse wireless charging feature, which I thought may have come out in this generation of iPhone. Perhaps they're leaving that for next year's release. In terms of price point, we're looking at a starting point of $999 for the Pro version and $1,099 for the Max version. And they'll both ship on September the 20th, 2019. There's also a trade-in program for those of you wanting to recycle your iPhone. I don't think you get much back for them, but if you do want to recycle and trade up, that's an option for you. For all of the information, including detailed specifications, head over to the Apple website and all the products are there for you to see. If you want to see the full presentation, as I mentioned earlier, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.